When it comes to firearms, most people say it is the shooter, not the weapon, that truly matters. But imagine stepping into a world where engineering brilliance and raw power collide to create rifles and shotguns that feel almost futuristic. This is the kind of firepower that pushes the limits of technology, accuracy, and design. Welcome to a new review from Scoper 360, where we explore some of the most advanced and downright fascinating guns available today. Whether you are a seasoned enthusiast, a casual collector, or someone who simply loves seeing innovation in action, this lineup will leave you curious and maybe even a little shocked. These are not just tools for sport or defense. They are bold statements of what modern engineering can achieve. From ultra-compact precision rifles to modular shotguns that can be reconfigured on the fly. Every piece on this list tells a story of performance and ambition. So get ready, because we are about to take a deep dive into a collection of firearms that challenge expectations, defy conventions, and raise the bar for what a next-generation weapon can be. The answer is where the list begins with an exclamation point. Objectively, this rifle is absurd in the best possible way. It fires a 20mm Vulcan-style projectile, delivers muzzle energy measured in the tens of thousands of foot-pounds, and is reported to reach beyond 3,000 yards with match-grade barrels and 1 MOA capability. That kind of reach and terminal performance places the Anzio in a niche all its own. Nobody is buying this for backyard plinking. Subjectively, there is a strange sort of awe when you think of shoulder firing a system that approaches the ballistics of aircraft ordnance. It is overpowered by design, and that makes it fascinating as an engineering statement, though impractical for most shooters. If you are the sort who measures tools by headline numbers rather than utility, the Anzio scratches an itch like no other. The original transcript details these specs and the manufacturer's positioning of the rifle as essentially a man-portable heavy weapon. The 612 modular shotgun represents an opposite kind of innovation: compact, revolver action modularity rather than brute force. Objectively, the 612 uses removable multi-round cylinders, so it functions without the long pump cycle of traditional shotguns, and it can be configured as a standalone breacher, underbarrel module, or a bullpup with integral suppression. That modular philosophy makes it extremely versatile for operators who need rapid roll changes. From a practical standpoint, I like the simplicity of a mechanical revolver-type action for reliability and speed of cylinder swaps. It removes one more point of failure compared to complex gas systems. For civilians, the question is whether the specialized utility outweighs cost and the logistics of cylinder management. For breachers and entry teams, though, this is clearly a clever design that solves real problems. On the end of the long-range spectrum sits the GM6 Lynx, a semi-automatic .50 caliber rifle that claims artillery-level recoil mitigation via a retractable barrel design and folding length to fit in a pack. The transcript notes a firing length of about 44 inches and a carry length around 37 inches with a relatively light weight for a 50 platform, and it was described as having the kind of power to handle lightly armored targets at long distances. Objectively, a cartridge this powerful in a package that stows and deploys quickly is a disruptive concept for designated marksmen needing mobility. My take: the GM6 is intoxicating on paper. It promises anti-material capability without the logistical footprint of heavier systems. But it comes with trade-offs in muzzle blast, ammo cost, and recoil management systems that must be respected. If you like cinematic oddities, the AF201A1 dual-barrel pistol is a conversation piece. Two 1911-style barrels and actions built into a single frame. The transcript explains the configuration options: 2 independent triggers or paired triggers, and the usual 45 ACP chambering, and notes its film appearances. Objectively, it's less about advancing terminal ballistics and more about novelty, ergonomics, and craftsmanship. Subjectively, I find it charming. In an era of polymer striker pistols, a bespoke double 1911 is a tactile reminder of gunsmithing artistry. It is not for everyone, but it definitely earns a spot on a most advanced list by virtue of creativity and execution. The Tracking Point M900 represents the intersection of electronics and ballistics, a precision-guided rifle that integrates target acquisition, ballistic calculation, and active tracking. According to the transcript, the system automates range, wind compensation, and even moving target solutions, claiming a very high first-shot success rate to 800 yards and a manufacturer price in the mid-five figures. Objectively, this technology lowers the skill barrier to accurate long-range shots and can be a force multiplier for trained operators. My assessment is mixed. As a technological achievement, it is impressive and useful for certain military or specialized law enforcement roles, but it also raises hard questions about the role of automation in lethality and the tactical and ethical implications of making precision more accessible to non-experts. The price tag underscores that this is a professional tool rather than a mass-market toy. For those who want urban anti-material power in a compact form, the Victrix Corvo CS is an interesting case. The transcript describes an incredibly robust chassis, built from billet AISE 420 steel, fluted button rifle barrels, massive muzzle brakes, and a design that achieves muzzle energy multiple times greater than a .338 Lapua Magnum while remaining compact. Objectively, that combination suggests a purpose-built tool for close quarters, high-energy effects where portability matters. In practice, the Corvo's hand-fitted construction, adjustable professional trigger, and over-barrel suppressor compatibility make it feel like a bespoke instrument. My subjective read: this rifle is a high-end precision tool with a counterterrorism and urban operations focus. Gorgeous and exacting, but priced, and operations focus. Gorgeous and exacting, but priced and purposed for a narrow set of professional users. Not every innovation is high caliber. Some are clever ways to skirt regulation or improve ergonomics. The Roto 12 and similar revolving cylinder shotguns blend old-school wheel gun mechanics with modern materials to offer high-capacity, compact shotguns that, depending on local law, may be transferred differently than traditional shotguns. The transcript mentions the Roto 1212S self-contained cylinders and an MSRP quoted in the low thousands. Objectively, these designs can be practical for short barrel applications and offer rapid reload capability through cylinder swaps. My take is pragmatic. These are interesting niche tools for collectors and specialty users, but they come with legal and logistical caveats that every prospective buyer must research. The SRM 1216 takes a different approach to capacity and reloading by using manual rotate quad tubes, giving 16 rounds in a compact package, plus fully reversible controls for left and right-handed shooters. Objectively, it solves the tactical issue of low tube capacity and slow reloading in many shotguns. I appreciate the modularity and the rapid magazine swap philosophy. Personally, I would favor this platform for home defense or close-quarter scenarios where follow-up shots matter. The trade-offs are weight, handling ergonomics with extended tube magazines, and the mechanical complexity versus traditional tube-fed simplicity. Looking at modern bullpups and compact service rifles, the IWI Carmel Stateside Carmel and the Springfield Hellion, a U.S. legal derivative of VHS-2, are strong examples. The Carmel offers AR-style ergonomics with short-stroke gas piston reliability, bilateral controls, folding stock, and a sub-37-inch collapsed length for maneuverability, while the Hellion adapts proven VHS-2 traits with U.S. magazine compatibility and ambidextrous features. Objectively, both present a compact platform with professional-level reliability and accessory compatibility. My subjective preference leans toward the Carmel for its corrosion-resistant metal parts and the practical folding, adjustable stock, which makes it a great all-rounder for operators who need a full-size rifle's performance in a smaller package. The Hellion's straightforward adaptation for U.S. mags is a smart move to ease logistics for American users. Price points cited in the transcript position these as premium but attainable modern service rifles. Throughout this lineup, you'll see recurring themes: specialized purpose, modularity, and the blending of mechanical design with electronics. Some entries are pure spectacle, the kind of hardware you admire more than you practically need, while others are quietly brilliant solutions to real operational problems. Objectively, the technical claims in the transcript are the backbone of this review and provide the numbers and features any buyer or enthusiast will want to know. Subjectively, as a reviewer, I value designs that solve problems elegantly and reliably. I am less impressed by gadgets that exist only to push the most extreme headline without offering proportional utility. That wraps up our deep dive into some of the most advanced and intriguing firearms shaping the cutting edge of modern design. From the raw, almost unbelievable power of the Onzio 20mm to the smart tech precision of the Tracking Point M900, from modular shotguns that can breach doors in seconds to compact bullpups like the IWI Carmel and Springfield Hellion, each of these weapons tells a story of engineering ambition. Some of them make sense only for specialized operators. Others are remarkable for collectors and enthusiasts who simply love mechanical innovation. My own takeaway is that technology keeps pushing firearms in two directions at once: greater power and smarter control. So the next decade will likely bring even more surprising hybrids of raw ballistics and digital assistance.